All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Jess Weber, and this is Spiritual Warfare. Welcome to the show where it all starts with this dude. I went to the No Kings protest today, and I literally was this close of dying. Okay, literally this close. I had a guy tracking me the entire time I was there. Okay, I literally was just standing out there, just standing, observing, because I want to absorb this insanity, so I could give you a full feedback. This is Wilmington, North Carolina, a very sad day in America, and as you know, all over this country with all these stupid protests. That they say they're a party of love, but yet they're all chanting hate towards Trump. I talked to a lady. I said, "Listen, you guys are the party of love." And I said, "What do you think will happen with Charlie Kirk? Do you think he deserved to die like that?" She's like, "No, but I think Donald Trump should go to hell." I'm like, whoa. That's not the party of love. And she was a Christian too. So I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. Christians, I don't understand how you can be a Democrat and be a Christian. I don't get it. I don't see it. And I don't think you are a Christian if you're a Democrat. Right? Amen. Amen. So here's a couple of clips. I don't know if you've seen it on my gram yet, but it's on there. This is just a couple. This is a video where I'm talking to this guy. This guy, okay, he literally these people were all over the place at these protests. They're in yellow jackets, yellow sweaters, whatever, okay? And as soon as I got there, I'm just standing in front of the cop car because there's no Trump supporters at this protest. I'm literally the only one, except for there was my friend out there, but I think she left early. I'm the only one there. Okay. I'm just standing, in front of the cop car, just standing there. And I got these yellow jacket people coming up to me or just, taking secret pictures, a lot of secret. Listen, I can see it from a distance. Okay. If I'm being spied on. All right. Everybody in these yellow jackets, these what were these, those vests that people wear for trafficking, those people were there, people with the green hands, all recording me, taking pictures. I don't know if maybe I put out a vibe like, this guy looks like a crazy right winger, he might be doing something crazy, and I'm just there just to observe. And if someone approaches me, I would love to have dialogue. I am not there to antagonize them. I'm just there to just observe. Yep, I'm allowed to be there. And so I wanted to see how retarded these people were. Okay, I admit it. I'm sorry that I used the R word, but it is. And here's just a little bit of a conversation I had. They're very angry, really quick. Party of love. Party of love right here. Nobody's angry. The reason why I said he's angry is because he came up and just had this look of him of just pure evil, right? He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, he was just very, very disturbed. And then he plays it off like he's not angry. He's very angry.
How stupid some people are. We're really
the guy with the big nose with the toilet seat says how stupid we are. Yeah, sure. Okay. There you go. That's good, buddy. Yes. Thank you. This guy. There's absolute no effing king. These people are unbelievable. I was trying to say, hey, listen, your messaging sucks. It literally sucks. When you say no king, what are you talking about? What are you saying? We don't have a king right now. Do you think Donald Trump is putting in the paperwork to be the king of the United States? Do you really think that is happening? You really think that? And it's just like you guys had the worst messaging. And on top of that, you have all the idiots that you could possibly think of in your rally. Okay? You have people that cannot think. They dress as clowns. They dress as dinosaurs. They are the mentally ill people in society, all bunched into one. And then there's some people that mix in because they're controlled by their family, or they bring them in because, maybe they're autistic or they're a disability or they're black, whatever. They try to just reel them in so they can get their little LGBT group a little bigger. Okay, that's all it is. And then everyone becomes gay. Here's another clip of this fool.
Say that we think Trump is really doing things that are fascist and
What is
wrong.
he doing fascist?
And so we
What is he
believe
doing?
in democracy.
What is he doing that's fascist?
Well, he's taking away people's rights.
What rights have people lost?
You know, I'm not being an interviewing. I'm not getting into your web of bullshit.
But when you go on the comment section, they're like, "Why is he backing out?" You got to debate. You got to have conversation. So
I'm telling you, the conversation.
So tell me what rights people are losing. under
I
Trump.
think that he is not giving due process to Americans,
I mean,
and he's not giving due
talking-
process.
are you talking about?
He's calling illegal immigrants Americans. Just so you know, that's what he means by that.
Even in the international waters.
Are you talking about
Trump
people
is
that
now
came-
following. Trump is
He doesn't like us bombing those boats full of fentanyl in the waters. That's another thing he's very upset about.
Trump is not following congressional law and the law of the land. He's instead going to court. Thank you. He's instead he goes to court and he acts first, goes to court, and then they say you can't do that. But he's already done it, and so that's a real process.
Are you talking about illegal immigrants? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm
The due
talking about
process.
Americans, and I'm
Are you talking about the drug smugglers coming over here and he's bombing them? You don't like that?
I don't think anybody's ever said that they've proven anybody to be a drug smuggler. I think people have just been
You
bombed
think
out.
you're just gonna bomb
yeah,
speedboat?
that's because he's trying to destabilize Venezuela.
a regime change?
Anyways, I'm not gonna spend my day with you because you're not worth it for me. But this is worth it for me,
All right, this
and
is
I'm
good.
really
Let's go
appreciate
chant.
it.
Let's go chant some hate. Hate.
I'm not drinking.
We hate
Thank
Trump.
You very much.
We hate Trump.
Really sad.
Oh, these people are gone. I mean, listen, I'll give them credit for talking with me for a little bit, but I'll tell you one thing: these people are just, I don't know. It's almost like you're walking. You actually see like a woke virus in its form. You know what I mean? I saw a sign that says, "I'm woke, not asleep." That means you're asleep. It should have said "woke equals sleep," is what that sign should have said. You see a lot of different signs there today. Signs that pretty much tell you to. I mean, they're just so dumb. Some of them are some of them are like "free the frogs," or frogs need rain. Like a lot of listen, and I feel sorry for some of these people. There's a lot of autistic people at this rally that are dressed up, or little kids that very badly autistic. Well, they're seeing things. I saw a kid said something about like, "Mom, look, there's a mice running all around," and then the mother's like, "I know you see different. It's okay. I know you see different. I don't see." It's very sad. I saw someone that was very either complete retard or completely autistic, far gone as a normal. Like can't do anything. He was just had a shirt that says "resist." I don't think he even knew what he was doing. He didn't speak a lick of English. He was just zoned out because, there's obviously something wrong with him. That was sad. Just a lot of the people. I don't know if it's the. I guarantee that the handicap section and every single parking lot was full. All right, let's just say that, right? Just say it, or everybody was handicapped. I don't know. It's just very sad. It's very sad. And here's my initial thoughts while I'm at this. This is while I'm walking through the entire herd of these people. Very insane.
I just want to tell you briefly how I feel about everything. It's really sad. I mean, every single sign here is negative. Fear. Know this, know that.
Let's see. Fire the Mad King. No kings, no master. Here's one. It says, "Love thy neighbor," but I don't know if she really believes that. Trump, something, Elon. Continue on.
Look at the bending of the both knees. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some are positive, but
I don't know what this was.
in a direction where it turns negative. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm the only one here representing the spiritual warfare because we are in a war spiritually. And it just breaks my heart to see these people just lost. And it's just sad to see these people waste their lives hating on one president, and they just don't get it. I don't know. It's just sad to me. It just totally breaks my heart to see this kind of crap. And I thought it was going to be more peaceful, more Christian based. I thought, compared to LA, but you just got a pocket of people here that are just lost. The mental illness out here is just insane.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's in costumes and everything, they're lost, but where is the violence? Someone says. Okay, that's a good question.
I get the costumes because I guess Halloween, obviously they celebrate Halloween and, Satan's holiday. But, you got Palestinian flags here. I don't know if they know that the war's over, but it is. Anyways, that's.
Listen, I know you say, but where's the violence? Well, you're not going to hurt your own people, right? So there's no violence. But I tell you one thing, there could have been violence real easily. Okay. I had a guy tracking me the whole entire time. I'm not going to say if he's black or white, but he was black. Literally, it's just one of those guys. He just looks like, okay, he's killed somebody or something, or he's just murdered many people. I don't know. He looked very dangerous. I mean, could I have taken him? I don't know. I don't want to risk it. He was a little thinner, but I don't know. He looked sketchy, very sketchy. He looked like he would pull out a knife and just start stabbing like crazy. I literally was walking across. When I was walking that way, he was behind me, and then he's at the light, and I was pretending to go across, and then I walked back. He followed me back, and then I went across. He went across, and then I went across, and then I just kind of like dipped on the one side. He couldn't find me, so he went back, and then towards the end, he saw me, and then he came across again, coming towards me, and I was like, okay, I think it's time to go. I get it. I don't know. When I first got there, he was like just eyeing me. And I have his picture. I'm not going to blast him because, whatever. But the guy, I'll tell you one thing. He was definitely ready to kill somebody. And I think he was going to try to kill me. Just saying. I don't know if, and then he talked to the police. I don't know what he was talking to the police about. I don't know what that was about. But a lot of these yellow jacket people, they will surround you. They'll record you, which is fine. I don't mind. I don't mind them recording, taking pictures of me. I don't mind that at all. But just come up and talk. Let's talk. You want to record me? Let's talk about it. But they were very shy, very, they don't have, no brain, right? I don't know. It's just sad. I mean, every rally, listen, I'll tell you one thing. This was so well organized across the nation. These people in the yellow shirts, there they are. These are the paid protesters, the ones in the yellow shirts. They're everywhere. Okay. Even these people were also paid. They also had people handing out dinosaur costumes. If you want to be a dinosaur, you could get in one. Imagine painting yourself like that and saying no king. How sad, huh? Say no to a lot of beta males out there, and a lot of males that were just following along with their girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like they just I gotta follow my girlfriend because I'm not gonna get any if I don't. Just pathetic. I am not a terrorist. I am a peaceful protester. No kings. Okay. I'll tell you one thing. Most of these rallies were all old white women. Just so you know, all old white women were at this rally, and every rally. I mean, most rallies. Let's see, old white woman. Okay, they're everywhere. Yeah, a lot of white guys. It's sad. It's really sad to see some people. You're like, well, really? You got sucked in? A lot of these girls from college all got sucked in. That's sad. You got these. I mean, listen. I'm not gonna get. We got a lot of good-looking girls out there, and they're sucked in. They're twerking out in the street, which was pathetic. Saw that. And they're going along with the honks as they go by. This is definitely, I'm so glad I am not part of that side whatsoever. So glad. It is totally not my side. There's no possible way I would ever go to the left at all. Not one inkling. There's nothing appetizing on that side. Absolutely not. Would never go to that side. It is the side of Satan, and I can see it everywhere. And I feel sorry for the drones that are in these rallies. I really am. These people are just so sucked into the mainstream media. They are so convinced that their side is right. They're so convinced that Trump is so that much evil. Listen, if Trump does something bad, we'll call him out for it. Okay? If he does something offline or he's starting to push this, like when he started saying something about the vaccine and the left loved the vaccine, we're like, nah, Trump, stop. Don't even promote it. Don't even encourage Pfizer. Don't even encourage Johnson. We don't want to even hear them. And we wish he would stand stronger on it because it was no good. It hurt a lot more people than you imagine, right? I take that back on YouTube. Disclaimer, just kidding, right? On YouTube. Anyways, Trump has bombed a submarine. Well, not Trump, but, the military bombed a submarine from Venezuela or wherever in the seas that was carrying drugs. And another boat was destroyed as well. I mean, this is just getting great, huh? This is a while ago. I guess 5 weeks ago. Anyways, I mean, what do you think they're doing? You think they're just having a little cruise? This is what the left is defending right here. These people right here. Well, they didn't have due process. They didn't, do you think this is like a legal operation right here with 10,000, I don't know, what is this? 10 tanks sitting on there? I mean, come on. What's in the bags? Why are they dumping it in the water, right? This is the left. They want due process for these people. Due process. They want to capture them, bring them to court, make sure it's drugs, and then spend all this money putting them in jail for 15 years, feed them 3 times a day, house them every single day. I mean, come on. Let's get real here, folks. Let's get real. Just bomb. Get out. All right? There's a regime change happening in Venezuela. That's right. They're going to finally take out Maduro. I guess CIA is in there. I don't know if we could trust them, but whatever. I'm pretty sure we'll see a false flag coming soon. We'll see if they'll attack us. They'll sink a submarine or a ship, one of ours, because they're all deployed. And then the American people will be like, oh, okay, get Venezuela, go get that guy. There's a $50 million bounty on the head of Maduro. So America's going to be all in support, try to support it. But I don't think, here's the announcement, CIA. You don't need to do a false flag to get our support, okay? We know Maduro is a cartel head guy or whatever, okay? They've been sending drugs to America. They send all their worst people to America. They unloaded their jails to America. The worst of the worst to America through the borders, okay? We get that. Okay, that's a crime. All right, Maduro did that. All right, now Maduro's taking it all back. He's saying, apologize, I'll give you resources and stuff like that if you just leave me alone. Nope, it's too late. You've done the damage. These freaking whack jobs are in this country. You got Democrats defending these whack jobs in our country. We can't go into the Democrat cities because of these whack jobs in our country because they just don't want the help from ICE. It's pathetic. It's so pathetic that they will defend an illegal immigrant. Listen, I'm not saying all illegals are bad, but I guess what? You got a lot of bad ones that ruined it for all you good ones, okay? And guess what? Even if you're a good one, you're still bad because you broke the law, okay? You don't just walk into a country, assume that you're going to get all these benefits, okay? Well, none of us get free benefits, free this, okay? Just imagine if we didn't have an illegal immigration problem, maybe our healthcare would be free. You ever thought of that? How great it might be in this country if we didn't have an illegal problem? Our healthcare would possibly be free. If they could fund the illegals, pay for their housing, pay for their healthcare, and do all this crap for them, imagine wiping them out of this country. We would have, us Americans have free healthcare, free whatever if we needed it. If we need it, at least it's there. You could check that box. You know what I mean? But no, can't do it. We got these people in our country. Listen, the illegals is a big issue in our country. Huge. Okay. Listen, and if you want to defend human rights and stuff like that, okay. You think it's okay for these illegals to be working $1 an hour or $1 a week or whatever? You think it's worth it to make us shit pay money, right? live in shit conditions, most of them on the job or whatever, right? Make their kids work, okay? Pay off the cartel, which is the terrorists, right? They're paying off terrorists, right? There's trafficking, drug trafficking. They're in our system, utilizing our system to funnel other things in our country because they're in the system. It's not good, folks. It's okay to be against illegal immigration. It's okay. These people are abusing them. The people that hire them are abusing them. The people that are hiring illegals, they should be in trouble as well. Oh, what are we going to do if all the illegals go? Oh, I can't get my crops done cheap. I can't get this done cheap. I need this cheap. Everything is cheap with the illegals. Listen, we don't want that. Okay? When you go on a job site and you're a construction worker, right? You speak English and you're like, hey, what's going on over here? And they can't speak a lick of English. They look like kids building houses. It's ridiculous. Okay, they don't look like they have a year experience. They got brand new trucks, brand new equipment, because whoever's funding it, because they can afford all that, because they're getting cheap labor. That's why they can afford these 2025, I don't know, Hemi, Dodge, Rams, whatever. And every single tool, yeah, we got all the tools, the brand new trucks, boom. But yeah, where are you going to pay you shit? That's how it is. And try to prove me wrong on that, because I know that's what it's like. And it's dangerous to have these people on work sites, okay? They don't speak English. They can't help you out. It's just, what are you doing? There's no hey, how's it going? Hey, listen, I need power. What are you guys doing with power? Nothing. Mutes. Won't talk to you. Okay, that's real good. Yeah, this is good. This communication is real good. We're all trying to build a house here, right? And you can't speak any English. You're just there as a drone. It's bizarre. And they shouldn't be driving on the roads. They don't understand the word stop or the red light, green light. They don't understand any of that. Or some of the signs, yield or something like that. They don't care. We saw that one accident with a guy, the truck driver, just does a U-turn in the middle of the highway, kills a whole family of 4. I don't know why they didn't see the truck. And you watch his reaction. It does not faze him. That's the sad part. It's almost like they have no soul in them whatsoever. These evil ones, the evil illegal immigrants. Okay. I don't want to dwell on this because we're dwelling on No Kings protest. That's the main goal tonight. But he didn't even acknowledge that he just murdered a whole family because of his stupidity. He probably thought he was doing the right thing. And oh, what was that? Did you feel that little shake? I felt that little shake in the truck, Not even a reaction. Not like, oh, crap. Nothing. Anyways, moving on. Let's play some clips about No Kings protests. Here we go. Here's Speaker Johnson.
Now, tomorrow, the Democrat leaders are going to join for a big party out on the National Mall. They're going to descend on our Capitol for their much-anticipated so-called No Kings rally. We refer to it by its more accurate description, the Hate America rally, okay? And I'm not sure how anybody can refute that. If you think about what's going to happen here tomorrow, you're going to bring together the Marxists, the socialists, the Antifa advocates, the anarchists, and the pro-Hamas wing of the far-left Democrat Party. That is the modern Democratic Party. Now, tomorrow, the Democrat leader...
I mean, talk about... Those are the people that you should probably be watching out for at these protests. I look for them and maybe not hire them. All right. So it says, Jay Dot, it says, do you think they let them in on purpose to outlaw illegals and then roll out the digital social credit? I think they let them in on purpose. Yes. Because they want the votes in the end. And that's exactly what they're doing. It's exactly, we're finding out these people are voting. We're finding out that they literally just arrested an illegal that was a cop. Okay? Illegals are not allowed to have a gun, folks. He only had the gun when he was as an officer. He didn't have one at home, I guess. But he, This is the problem, folks. We're slowly going to lose our country when they really start filling in all these roles. When they start controlling the mayor, the council, cops, sheriffs, it's done for. Once they get into the sheriffs, it's done. Okay, and then the sheriffs are complying with the governor or the mayor, then we got problems, real problems. If half your team is illegal, it's not good. It's not good. It's called the replacement of you. That's what they want to do. They want to replace you. Okay, if you're a white male, white whatever, they want to replace you. If you don't associate with them, they want to replace you. If you're on the left, they will eventually replace you because you're irrelevant. They're like, all right, get out. Okay, yeah, and this is this gay shit. Okay, get out. Done. All right, because the woke left. Listen, they're all about rights, but once they start throwing them, and I don't know, once they start doing something really dramatic to them, then they might wake up. Maybe, I don't know. It's very possible, and they can't take that chance. So it's crazy. Anyways, I've seen this kid a couple times. He's doing some Turning Point events. I'm impressed. I'm a little impressed with him. But let's see what he's got to say for the new No Kings Day.
What's up, America? I hear it's No Kings Day. Little problem there. I'm on a college campus and nobody's talking about it. You see, the issue with this No Kings movement is the Democrats are trying to use it as their catalyst to beat us in the midterms next year. Their problem is every single participant in these little micro rallies on street corners are nursing home residents who were former hippies, now sit in the retirement communities, who took a little field trip today on the retirement home bus, and they're the ones outside holding these little signs of No Kings. The irony here is that the same party that treats bureaucrats like royalty are now saying that they're not for career politicians, they're not for longevity in politics, except that's their entire party. Old, corrupt career politicians with white hair and wrinkles, just like the nursing home patients protesting to protect them. Another problem that they seem to have failed to listen in their history class, and maybe if they stopped teaching gender pronouns to kindergartners, they'd have more time to teach world history, is that we stopped kings in this country when we kicked King George back across the pond in 1776. The only king in this nation is Christ. Christ is king. He remains on the throne, regardless of what retirement home is having a field trip today. What's up?
There you go. That's interesting. Why retirement homes having field trips? I could see that. I could definitely see that. Listen, they talk about people, talk about Trump being a king. A king, they're in power for a long time, right? Let's look at the stats here, right? No kings. How long has their reign been in government been, right? Chuck Schumer, 44 years he's been in government. Mitch McConnell, holy cow, he needs to retire 40 years as well. Nancy Pelosi, 38 plus years. Maxine Waters, 37 plus years. Bernie Sanders got to go, 34 plus years. Trump's only been in it for 4 years and 9.5 months, and eventually it will be 8 years, and he will be done. We don't need a Trump, third. I mean, I would do it. I would vote. If Trump says, hey, I'm running again because he proved the fact that they stole it and he's owed a third term, I could see, okay, why not, right? But he's getting old. He needs another Trump 2.0. And is that going to be Vance and Rubio? Who knows? We'll see. It'll be a good team. But I don't understand. They are just the most hypocritical group of people in society. They really are. It's sad to watch, but they will continue on as they shut down this government, as they have been. This is what you see at No Kings protest. Look at this. I mean, this is at the Broadwood Ice facility, but these are the same people that go to the No Kings, dress up, right? I don't know what's up with these. Is it just Halloween, Chuck? Maybe it's just Halloween and these costumes are coming out. You know what I mean? It's really crazy. Let's see what Greg Gutfield has to say.
Of the No Kings thing, because if its very existence proves that it's not necessary. If this was a king-led country, you wouldn't be able to have your No Kings protests. I mean, who are you protesting? Spain, Denmark, Cambodia, Dana? They have a king. I love the no kings thing because if its very existence proves that it's not necessary. You know, if this was a king-led country, you wouldn't be able to have.
Exactly. But I don't know. I think it's the liberals, you know, they think that Trump is acting like a king. I don't know. Maybe that's what they're trying to protest. Or or he's, like I said, like he's filling out paperwork to become a king. I don't know. I mean, look at this. This lady is outside an ICE facility. She is a local physician dressed as a clown.
We're at the ICE facility here in Portland, Oregon. What brings you out?
Well, lots of issues. I think there's so many we can't even count them.
Give me a few.
Let's see. The president is closing down the government because he doesn't want the Epstein files out. And he's a pedophile. He's already an adjudicated sexual abuser. 26 other people accused. So President Pedo, hard to respect. So let's just keep the government closed so nobody knows what's happening.
What about the Epstein files? How come Biden didn't release them?
I think they assumed the DOJ would be on it.
Because they could have buried Trump if they would have released those.
They should have.
So maybe Trump's not on him.
Oh, he's on them. The girls are going to talk.
The girls are
The
going to
girls
talk.
are going to talk. Leave it to the women. It's also upset about Portland because of what happened in 2020.
Describe to me what it's like living in Portland.
Big fat giant orange baby. I love it. I've been here all my life. I'm a 4th generation Oregonian. I have a 5th generation daughter and a 6th generation grandson. I'm a local physician.
Oh my God. I'm a local physician. Yeah. Imagine her, your local physician, you wearing a Trump shirt in her office. Yeah, she's going to give you good care. Real good care. Back to the No Kings protesters. This one is in D.C.
Is that for Trump?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Reference to Hitler in the bunker, when the end all is ended and he shoots himself.
So you're saying you're hoping that happens to Trump?
Yeah, this is the way this is going. He's a Nazi. It's going to end up all alone in his little White House. So I'm just saying, let's go to there. Let's
Got
go
it.
to there.
He doesn't understand that Hitler faked his death. It's out there, folks. Argentina is releasing the files about Hitler, just so you know. Get ready for that bombshell. Get ready. We're going to find out real quick what happened to Hitler. All right. George Santos has been released from prison. I don't know if you know that, but he was just released. He was serving 7 years of pretty much, I don't know. What does he do? What did he lie? He lied about his life, I guess. And pretty much, if you ever watch the George and Tucker interview, he really starts exposing Congress. They're having orgies down in the basement. They want him silent, big time. So I wouldn't be surprised he disappears. I'm sure he's not suicidal, but he literally was just starting to just did not care and started calling out Congress people of what they were doing. Some sick thing, twisted things, and they put him in jail for 7 years. Trump thought that was too excessive because other people that have beaten up people, hurt people, raped people get less time than that. And Trump said Senator Rich Brumfield should have gotten, I don't know, something about that, about nearly as bad as him. But anyways, George is out. See what he starts to talk about in some podcasts, see what he has to say. I mean, I never really liked the guy. I never understood him. But then again, here we go. All right. Let's see what else here. Are we there's a climate. Did you guys know Nigeria? Dude, they're killing Christians like crazy in Nigeria. Nigeria pastor and his church are tired of burying bodies of Christians every day. Here's his message to the world and Trump. He's trying to listen. He's standing in a huge grave of people, right? I guess they just bury them all under dirt or something. And I guess they've killed over 50,000 Christians over there, and they're just being killed. I don't know why. I don't know we don't have any. We can't help them. I mean, I don't understand. Anyways, here's the pastor crying for help.
I'm tired to be outside performing burial every day, and they expect us to silence. Now is an order. Nigerian government came out openly and denied there is no massacre, there is no genocide of Christians in Nigeria. And look at it today. Is there any Muslim here? United Nations, I know you're watching me. American Senate, you are watching what I'm doing, I'm saying here. Special advisor to Trump. Now, please tell Trump to save our life in Nigeria. They are killing Christians in Nigeria, massacre Christians. If they say they kill Muslims, Muslims are being killed. By who? By Muslims. We are dying.
Huge call out in Nigeria. Hopefully we'll hear some more stuff on that. Hopefully there is, I don't know. It's not American first if we go over there, but I would have to say we got to go over there. We got to do something. We got to help them as well. I know we're helping everybody. We're not the world cop, and it's, you know, I get it, but man, he's crying out, and I think it's worth going to save them. How do Democrats use to talk about, here's Bernie Sanders, 2015. This is Bernie Sanders talking about illegal immigration.
Open borders. That's a Koch brothers proposal. The idea, of course, I mean, that's a right-wing proposal which says essentially there is no United States.
But it would make a lot of global poor richer, wouldn't it?
And it'd make everybody in America poor. Then you're doing away with the concept of a nation state. What right-wing people in this country would love is an open border policy. Bring in all kinds of people who work for $2 or $3 an hour. That would be great for them. I don't believe in that. You know what youth unemployment in the United States of America today? If you're white, a white kid, high school graduate, 33%, a Hispanic, 36%, African-American, 51%. Do you think we should open the borders and bring in a lot of low-wage workers? Or do you think maybe we should try to get jobs for those kids? Open borders.
Sounds like a Republican to me. Sounds like he should switch. That's 2015, not too long ago. All of a sudden he's changed because he's bought and paid for. You know another person that's bought and paid for? That's right. Snoop Dogg. I remember when the other, not too long ago, he was very upset taking his kid to a cartoon, some movie, and there was some gay scene, and he called it out, tweeted it out, made a whole scene about it. Well, guess what, folks? Doggyland is his, I don't know, his children's series. Snoop Dogg features same-sex couples in his children's series called Doggyland. This is how fast they will sell out. Because they, you know what? They're controlled by Satan. They say, hey, you sold your soul to the devil, buddy. Nice try. Nope, you're supporting the gay agenda. Sorry, buddy. And he's got to do it, or they'll kill him, or they'll make his other kids trans. Who knows? Didn't it was his son was wearing a skirt? Didn't he do the whole ritual? Snoop Dogg crashed and burned, as we all know. They all do. Anyways, here is something interesting. This is Tim Ballard. He's putting out some crazy videos lately. He says that, and if you need any more evidence, just take a look to Syria. What jihadist militants did to Israel October 7th, they did the same, but even larger scale to my Druze and Christian sisters and brothers in Syria from July to the present. This is what's going on right now.
Today, I want to expose the evidence. In a bunker beneath Gaza, our forces found a letter written by Yahya Sinwar. The letter issues direct instructions to burn homes, to attack civilians, and to kill soldiers. It calls for Hamas terrorists to enter residential neighborhoods and set them on fire with gasoline or diesel, to slaughter with knives and worse than that. In the letter, Sinwar writes, fighters must be urged to inflict as many casualties as possible in every house, beheading, shooting heads of families, cutting off limbs. The orders were meant to do one thing: to cause maximum fear and suffering. We showed this letter so that the world knows the truth behind that day and never forgets it.
Okay, well, people, some people say, just so you know, no one believes this. I kind of believe that they're still killing people in Gaza, folks. They're killing people that they think that told on them or something like that. So it's not. Listen, it's not a very happy bunch over there. I don't think there's peace going on over there at all. But it's. You guys want to know a good answer for the shutdown? Here's a good answer.
Excuse me, Senator. I'm Anna Lasoy with the Washington Post. What, in your view, is holding up a shutdown deal?
What's holding it up?
Yeah.
Chuck Schumer by himself. All he's got to do is get 5-6 people more vote with us, and we'll open it up. We'll start talking. But it's not just about health care for him. It's about $1.5 trillion more dollars that they want to spend. We're not going to do that. So,
is there a version of a Democratic proposal on health care that you would support?
Well, we're working with Dr. Oz and CMS, for some solutions to the fraud, to all the money that's going out the door that's not being used on health care. American taxpayers don't need to pay for illegals to get health care. We can't afford that. So we got to have common sense about this, get back to talking about it. Let's open the government first where we can do it. And they're the ones holding it back. Thank you
so much. Excuse me.
So there you go. Yeah, the Republicans are ready to open it up. They're voting to open it up. You just need 6 more Democrats. So, the left, they really feel that the Republicans are holding back. Well, we don't want that crap in the budget, okay? 1.5, I don't know, what was it, 1.2 trillion they want to add or something like that. And there was just some ridiculous stuff in it. Such bad stuff. It's like, circumcision in this country, teaching these people how to be gay or trans surgeries. It just gets ridiculous, more ridiculous, of just garbage that the left are all about. This was an interesting video of a lady that was a former climate change activist. She used to hang out with Greta Thunberg, and now she's woken up. So there is some hope for these lefties. Let's see what she's got to say.
Former climate activist who broke up with the movement and healed my climate anxiety. And now I'm going to climate march to see if I can heal more people with the facts.
Do I have climate anxiety? Absolutely.
A little bit, yeah.
A lot. It's the first thought in my mind every day when I wake up.
The world that I'll inherit will be essentially beyond saving. I'm just going to have to die young in a dying world.
What's the point of even doing anything if, the earth is going to, blow up?
Things are not looking better right now.
So I actually have a huge chart that maybe will make your climate anxiety feel better. Climate-related disaster deaths are at an all-time low, so they've dropped by 99% since 1920. We are actually safer than ever from climate-related disaster deaths because of modernization. Less people are dying than ever before. So it used to be 500,000 deaths a year, and now it's down to 20,000.
And is that due to the fact that climate change is abating? I don't think so.
No, it's because we are adapting.
Oh, that's amazing.
So we have early warning systems. We have cars instead of horse and buggy. When a storm comes, we're much better at evacuating.
I think those numbers would be much higher if you took out the billionaires, white, well-served, privileged communities.
One thing we could think about doing is lifting the most people out of poverty. And the thing that actually does that, don't be mad at me, guys, but it's literally when you increase fossil fuel use, you increase GDP, and that's when you lift the most people out of poverty.
This is a very Western-centric perspective.
Well, this is India and China. When they increased their fossil fuels, they became richer, and then their life expectancy increased.
A lot of my work is around stopping fracked gas pipelines.
The thing about fracking that's really complicated, though, is that it's 50% less carbon emissions than coal.
I got somewhere to go, and I don't want to talk to someone who's defending fracking.
Okay.
Well, I'm afraid that maybe in about 10 years there won't be a place for us.
I used to think that, too. A lot of the worst predictions have not come true. Can I just show you some of it?
Sure, why not?
Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Sandy, you freak out, but it's not historically unprecedented.
I love that.
Hurricane rates and frequencies, despite what climate models were predicting, our observed data shows that they've stayed the same.
It makes me feel better.
I think the way the news covers it every year, they say it's because of climate change, but when you actually look at it, we have not seen it go up.
I have a lot more to worry about than just if the next hurricane's going to kill me.
But then maybe you have one less thing to worry about now.
Possibly.
Are you worried about the climate?
Not too much.
Why are you here?
Selling bags.
So the worst heat waves we've still seen ever in the U.S. are from the Dust Bowl in the 1930s. So we're not living through the hottest time this country's seen, which I did not know that, and that made me feel better. This is actually milder weather than what our grand.
Listen, it's a good video, and it's just a shocking, someone's coming in from the left that's flipped, and, just giving facts about climate change is just, vitally, but it will go in one ear and out the other ear because they are brainless. Okay. These people are very brainless. And like BMX says, bunch of retards. Justin, come on. Yes. Anything with the earth going to explode. These people, And I'll tell you one thing, at the No Kings protest, there was climate change people. Okay. They were all worried about climate change. I'm telling you, they are very worried about climate change. They think the world's going to end in 10 years. We've heard that how many times in the past 100 years? Every 10 years, there's always something that the world's going to end. Remember, AOC said the world was going to end back in the day? I don't know. We're in 2025 now. She's another idiot that might be taking Schumer's position. So that'll be interesting if that happens. I really hope she's got to get out, folks. There's a lady, I think Tina Turner is running against AOC. But then I don't know if AOC is running for Senate. I don't know. Well, anyways, hopefully she beats her, Anyways, no kings. Listen, there is no king. Just so you guys know, on the left, there is no king. So I don't know who you're protesting. Let's go to X, Chuck. Let's go to X. Yeah. I want to, let's go to that. Let's check out what X is showing here. Some more protest. It's all old white people. Just got out of the nursing home. A lot of handicapped people.
Why is that?
I don't know. We don't like Trump's a bitch.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. We don't like him. That's the word around here.
Any particular reason why you don't like him?
No clue at all. I'm just going with everybody else saying Trump.
Exactly. It's pathetic. Imagine throwing No King's Day protester after your party refuses to hold a primary anointed Kamala without a single vote and attempted to remove Trump from the state ballots only after your illegal lawfare scheme failed. Yeah, these are the saddest people in America, folks. And that's why I was very upset. I mean, I'm not that upset. I get it. We got to have the opposite. We got to have evil to make good. You know what I mean? If everybody was good, would it be a boring society? I don't know. Maybe it'd be great. But these people are just losers. Biggest losers. There's a video on my X. Yeah, there's one, not the truth about 9/11. Anyways, 9/11. That's another whole thing. You want to see this video? This is a good video. Let's watch this one. This is the 9/11 video, and I really, you know what? It was really interesting. It's like, wait a minute, maybe this is what happened. All right, let me go to this 9/11 video. Here we go. You play it full screen.
9/11 started as commercial insurance fraud. It was known in 1988 that the Twin Towers were condemned because they didn't want to pay the $2 billion to dismantle the buildings the hard way. Controlled demolitions was forbidden. When that was briefed to Dick Cheney as Secretary of Defense, I believe he said, "Praise the Lord, this is going to be a terrorism event that will give us a reason for invading Iraq and Afghanistan." And at that point, the 9/11, which was planned and executed by the Zionists, which is not the Jews. When I say Zionists, I'm talking about what's called the Red Mafia. That's the Russians, Israelis, and Americans who are a criminal network that happens to control Benjamin Netanyahu. It does not control Donald Trump. People don't understand that Trump is biding his time. The NSA is not about solving problems or making America safe. It's about keeping the money moving. The second reason that the program was canceled was because it was starting to reveal all of the Americans who were complicit in 9/11. And the problem we have in the United States is that the intelligence community is all about spending a great deal of money doing very bad things. So let's say overall there's about 300 things that the intelligence community should be reporting on. They don't. They report on two things: war and terrorism. And in both cases, they're the ones starting the wars and funding the terrorists.
Kind of changes a little perspective. I didn't even really think about the whole insurance stuff. Maybe I forgot about that, but yeah, it costs pretty. I don't know. Was there a reason why they want to take these buildings down anyways? I'm like, listen, we got to take them down. They're going to cost $2 billion. Well, how about we try to do something and we make money and they go down on their own? So the guy that I don't know if he bought the two buildings. He got like $4.5 billion out of terrorism insurance. How about that? $4.5 billion. So instead of paying $2 billion to tear them down, he made $4.5 billion. It makes sense, folks. It makes complete sense. I cannot buy the story anymore that these hijackers took these planes, blah, 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 blah. I can't handle it. Why? You know why they won't tell us the truth? I'll tell you why. The reason why they won't tell us the truth about 9/11, because it will change everything in America. Okay? Everybody couldn't handle it. The people that went to war for this will be very angry. You know, the people that got injured and they have no legs because they were fighting. They thought they were fighting for America, but really they were fighting them. You know, America did it to themselves, or this, you know, this whole narrative is a lie. All these documentaries will be irrelevant. All these people that have been making money off 9/11 will just disappear. And it will just completely, it would hurt America really bad. But we need it. We need it. We need to rip the Band-Aid off really bad, folks. We got to get over it. These people got to be able to accept the fact that this is what's going on in America, that we are being controlled. Maybe it is Russia, Israel, and America called the Red Mafia. Maybe it is that. Maybe that's the cabal. It kind of makes some sense because it looks like we would never attack Russia, would we? Why wouldn't we? You know, if Russia's so bad, if they're so evil and Putin's bad, they would have taken them out by now, wouldn't they have? Right? They would have taken them out. He was so bad. But someone's protecting Russia. But Russia just keeps pummeling Ukraine, whatever. They want to fight each other. That's fine, whatever. I don't know. Is it ever going to end? Who knows? Might escalate. We'll see. It's a joke. It's all a joke. All one big show. We're here to enjoy it. Right, Justin? All right, folks. I didn't fall for the graduate high school 1 months later. 9/11 happened, and they wanted 18, 19, or 20-year-old men to go over there and die. Yeah, A-Track. That's right. Yeah, Justin's right on. Right on, Justin. You're always right on. You know that? Kathy says 9/11 inside job. Yep, we know that. Thanks, Kathy. Do we have any? Let's see what else. What else is trending? Oh, maybe they're right about Trump, guys. Maybe Trump is king. I didn't even see this video. Did anyone see this video? That's it. Trump is literally a king at the White House. I had no idea. No idea that this is alive. This is unbelievable. Oh, the left to be triggered. Triggered. Happy Liberal Tantrum Day, someone says. I like that. That's a good post. Literally was. Oh, they were giving out bracelets that said something about radical lunatic left, something like that. It was very bizarre why you would do that. I mean, imagine you're a grown man and you're just out there dressed as Trump with your shirt off. I don't know. This is just gross. Hitler stash, stain in his underwear. These people are, oh, okay. Drag him by his neck. Okay. Yeah, this is no kings in LA, which is very sketchy to do. I'll tell you one thing. Going to protest in LA by yourself as a MAGA, you're in trouble. You're in big time trouble. It's Portland. All right. Anything else?
How you doing, ma'am?
We're doing great.
Good. Hey, we got an email. We're at the Trump campaign, and they said that you are now switched up and now you're registered Republican now at 2021. No. Yeah, so we'll just drop a couple.
We can just put these signs in the yard.
We'll do one. Here.
Please leave our property.
Or I will burn them right in front of you.
Leave out.
Now.
Oh, hey, we just got an email.
Now.
That's why.
I
don't want to talk about it.
Told
now,
you.
leave.
Oh, I'm.
Leave.
No, listen.
Leave.
You're on our property. Told you don't put it there.
Okay, you want it down farther?
No, we do not want that.
Get it out.
You want it down farther? Or?
I want to right up your ass if you don't move.
Well, I don't want it in my ass. That'd be kind of hard. Like that. I don't know if it would fit up my ass.
You want? I can.
Oh, it's so good. I love how they just trolled these people. They just, I just love it because they deserve it. They really do. They're just. I don't know. I feel sorry for them. Boom. What's this? Ooh, the walls are closing on George Soros. That's interesting. This article, his Open Society Foundation just caught funneling $3 million to far left group organization anti-Trump. No, we already know that. No King's protest. And now the feds are coming for the tax exempt status. That's it. How about arrest them? Nonprofits aren't allowed to play politics. And this is one been doing it for decades. After $32 billion in the dark money in 1984, it looks like Soros might finally have to pay up. Pay up? How about like go to jail and his son? How about that? That would be a good punishment, huh? Trying to destroy America all these years? Unbelievable. Anyways, here's a nice fun pick. There we go. Another illegal out of this country. Goodbye. Goodbye. All right, folks, if you haven't done so, make sure you go to webersway.com/shop to get our shirts. A lot of people asking about the Spiritual Warfare shirt. That is in our store. So you can go to our store right now at webersway.com/shop. Get it right now. Use the promo code GodWins. We have free shipping all the time. We always have free shipping, guys. So go there right now. Free shipping. We never had free shipping. Jose left. We deported Jose. He was our website guy, and he's never changed the non-shipping, or the free shipping thing. So it's still free shipping. So, anyways, there you go. We got them all in stock for you. And if you need anything custom, let me know. It's very easy to get something custom. In our store, you say, Jess, I want the God First shirt, but can you do this? No problem. No problem. Free of charge if you want to add something, okay? You want to add your name or something in the back. I don't care. We'll get it done for you. All right? If you can't afford it and you're broke as hell, we'll give it to you, okay? Maybe. Well, I better back that up, right? Maybe we'll give it to you for $10. Maybe. I don't know. I'll be nice. It all depends how I feel. If I get an email saying, hey, Jess, I really want this, but I have no money because I'm broke as shit, then maybe we'll give it to you. But other than that, our hats are in stock. God, these are the fitted caps. Listen, I would go with the smaller hat. Don't get the large. A large is a little loose. Make sure you do the measurements right. If you're right on the edge for the large, go with the small. I'm telling you. All right. Other than that, guys, we got the oversized shirts you were requesting. There you go. They are very more expensive, but because it's the most best material you could actually possibly have. Okay. Other than that, thank you for watching. Thank you for buying our shirts and supporting us at webersway.com/shop. And obviously, it is time to pray for the lunatic left. Here we go. Jess, you ready? Here we go. Dear Heavenly Father, we pray for the lunatic radical left. We pray that they will wake up and realize that there is no king, that they've been fighting for an imaginary king this whole time, and they realize there is no king. Maybe they think they're in the UK. I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing. They're completely lost. And Lord, we ask you to wake up the radical left once and for all. Have them figure out the truth. Realize that you are the most important, the most high, and they change their mind, Lord. I ask you to show them in visions. I ask you to just change their heart and show them the law that illegals don't belong here. Other than that, Lord, we love you, and we know you will do it in your time. So we say this in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, folks, so that wraps up today's show. Remember, Jesus is coming. Get right with the Lord. I got some more videos from the protest coming out tonight on Weber's Way Films on the Instagram. This one's a doozy.
I'll rise up today. Demons tremble when I call his name. Every chain will break, no fear remains. Heaven's on my side, the victory's won. Through the cross, the battle's overcome. Oh, spiritual warfare. Fight for my heart, light against the darkness, tearing lies apart. With faith as my fire, I'll stand and I'll pray. In the name of the truth, I'll rise up today.